unseen architecture of joy, finding happiness in the heart of construction.
Hello everyone, welcome to Midnight Melodies, where we turn hilarious construction site moments into it.
Controlled chaos. It is a world of sharp edges and loud noises, of raw earth and skeleton steel reaching from the sky. It's a landscape often defined by its grit, its perceived grind, and the sheer physical exertion of dimensions. The narrative we are often told is one of relentless labor, the hardship and or in the Bible. It is a story of function over beauty, of necessity over nuance. To look at the construction site and see only toil is to miss the profound, vibrant, and deeply human story unfolding. It is to be deaf to the symphony playing beneath the din, and blind to the architecture of joy that is, in many ways, the most important. This is an exploration of that unseen architecture. It is a journey into the heart of the construction world to uncover the multifaceted resilience and often surprisingly tender moments of happiness, satisfaction, and profound meaning. Every skyscraper, every bridge, every home. The joy in construction is not a simple, singular emotion. It is a complex mosaic, pieced together from the thrill of creation, the unbreakable bond of camaraderie, the intellectual spark of problem solving, the quiet pride of mastery, and the enduring satisfaction of leaving a positive, tangible mark on the world. This essay will peel back the layers of mist and concrete to reveal the human spirit at its most constructive. We will walk the site not as outsiders, but as participants, listening to the rhythm of the hammers and the shared laughter of a crew. We will look past the raw materials to see the artistry, past the blueprints to see the ingenuity, and past the finished building to see the legacy. For in the act of building, we find countless powerful ways to build ourselves, to find community, and to experience a unique and deeply resonant form of joy. This is the story of that joy, a force as strong and as essential as any steel beam or concrete foundation. Chapter 1, the Symphony of Creation, the senses. The joy of construction begins with the senses. It is a primal, immediate experience that connects the worker to the work in a way that few other professions can. Before the intellectual satisfaction of a problem solved or the emotional warmth of camaraderie, there is the raw, unfiltered experience of the sight itself. A symphony of creation that engages sight, sound, smell, and powerful and invigorating forms. The overture of dawn, a visual transformation. The first act of the symphony often begins in the quiet, cool air of dawn. The sight, sleeping under a blanket of stars, awakens slowly. The first light of the sun, soft golden wash, catches the highest point of the steel frame. It paints the skeletal structure in hues of orange and pink, transforming what was a stark silhouette into a thing of delicate beauty. This is a private spectacle, a daily masterpiece witnessed only by the early arrivals. There is a profound quiet joy in seeing the potential of the day laid out before us. As the sun rises, visual landscape flows with light and color. The vibrant yellow of the start of the green white laid out in often coated in fine that glows and the joy is in watching this canvas evolve. One day, on a vast empty lot, weeks later, a complex web of rebar creates intricate, shadowy patterns on the ground, promise of the strength to come. Months later, the shimmer
recording this video for you, Mr. George, because the new guy that you're hiding is not good, Mr. George. I send you.
It is in the mesmerizing sight of concrete being poured, the slow, viscous ripple of granite, formed with absolute precision, sweeping itself into a perfect, glassy surface. It is in the dance of sparks from the weapons to the constellation of stitches seeking to speed. It is the satisfying geometry of a perfectly framed wall, the lines clean, the angles true, a testament to precision and care. For the craftsperson, looking upon this evolving structure is like an artist stepping back from the easel. It is the joy of seeing a vision, once confined to a two-dimensional loop, a tangibly growing monument to their collective effort. The rhythm of progress, the construction concerto. If the sights are the canvas, the sounds are the score. The construction site is anything but silent, and for those who work within it, the cacophony is not noise, it is music. It is a dynamic, powerful concerto that speaks of progress, energy, and collaboration. The day's percussion section begins with rhythmic, satisfying thud-thud-thud of hammers and vibrations. This is one of the most fundamental sounds of building, a beat that is echoed through the music. It is joined by the high-pitched, energetic whine of the circular saw slicing the sound of clean, decisive action. The sharp, percussive report of a nail gun, firing with rapid-fire efficiency, adds a modern staccato. These are the sounds of assembly, of pieces coming together to form a whole. The brass and wind sections are provided by the heavy machinery. The deep guttural roar of an excavator's engine is the basis, a sound of immense power and potential. It is complemented by the high-pitched, consistent beeping of the reversing truck, a sound so common it becomes a driving part of the ambient background, a signal of safety and constant movement. The hydraulic hiss of the crane lifting a heavy beam is a breath being taken, a moment of suspense followed by the gentle motion of steel settling into place. Over this, there is the human voice. Not just a shouted instruction, clear and concise, cut through the mechanical data, the easy cadence of conversation during a brief lull, the shared exclamation of a difficult task completed, and most importantly, the sound of laughter. Laughter on a construction site is a powerful instrument. It is a release valve, a bonding agent, and a clear signal that despite the hard work, the morale is high. For the seasoned worker, this symphony is informative. They can distinguish the sound of saw cutting hardly versus softly. They can tell by the pitch of an engine that the machine is straining. They learn to very simply pick out the sounds that are relevant to the task while letting the rest of the energetic background. There is a deep, almost subconscious joy in being part of this orchestra. It is the feeling of being a vital instrument in a massive, collaborative piece of music, the music of creation itself. The aromas of creation, an olfactory journey. The sense of smell, so closely tied to memory and emotion, plays a surprisingly significant role in the joy of construction. The sense of a work site is potent and distinct, and for those who work there, they are the aromas of progress and accomplishment. The most fundamental of these is the smell of the earth itself. The rich, loamy scent of newly turned soil during excavation is a smell of beginnings, of preparing the ground for something new. It is an honest, ancient smell that connects the most modern of projects to the landscape. As the project progresses, this earthly scent gives birth to others. The clean, sharp, almost pine-like fragrance of freshly sawn lumber is one of the most beloved. It speaks of natural materials, structure, and of the skeleton of the building taking shape. There it goes, man! This is the smell of effort, a perfume of potential. It fills the air as they work, a constant and pleasant reminder of the beautiful, workable material in their hands. Then there is the unique, delicate, mineral scent of curing concrete. It's a cool and distinctive smell, one that signifies a crucial transition. It is the smell of permanence, the liquid becoming solid, a foundation setting and becoming unwieldy and strong. The smell of curing concrete is to smell the project gaining its strength, its core integrity. Other, more fading scents, the sharp metallic tang of cut steel, the faint, acrid smell of a welding rod just extinguished, and the pleasant aroma of charring asphalt being applied to release. These are not the curated perfumes or comfortable homes. They are the raw, unfiltered smell of materials being shaped and built. They are honest scents, and in their honesty, there is a certain joy.
手が出す準備中だけど、それこそは、別にすぎます。
There is the joy of touch, the haptic feeling that confirms the quality of the work and connects the craftsmanship to the material in the most intimate way. Increasingly digital, construction remains a profoundly tactile business. There is the simple, satisfying feeling of a well-worn tool handle in one's hand, the smooth, familiar with the handle, shaped by years of use. Rubber grip or power drill. These tools become extensions of the self, and feel them as a company, a signal that the user is in the element and ready to create. The materials themselves offer a world of technical experience. A rough, grainy surface, unfinished wooden layer, full of texture and light. The surprising smoothness and coolness of a sheet of steel. The gritty, abrasive texture of a concrete block. It is the feeling of sanding a rough piece of wood until it becomes as smooth as silk beneath the fingertips. It is the satisfaction of running a hand over a kneaded plastic and finding it perfectly flat. The most profound tactile joy, the feeling of a perfect fit. When a carpenter cuts a wood so precisely, they slide together with a snug, satisfying. When a pipe fitter tightens a connection and feels that final, solid seating that signals the leak-proof seal. When a mason sets a stone and it settles into the mortar with a soft, solid thump, perfectly level and flush with its neighbors. These are moments of pure, unadulterated satisfaction. They are physical confirmations of skill, precision, and care. It is the universe on a small scale, being watered by this sensory symphony, evolving visuals, rhythmic sounds, honest smells, forms the foundational layer of joy in construction. It is a constant, immersive experience that grounds the workers in the reality of their task, reminding them vibrant, dynamic action creation.
Chapter 2. The blueprint of brotherhood and the joy of camaraderie.
While the sensory experience provides an immediate, visceral joy, the most enduring and perhaps most cherished source of happiness in the forged between two physical forms. The construction site is a crucible of collaboration. It is a place where trust is not a corporate buzzword or essential currency. Teamwork is not an abstract concept, but a daily survival mechanism. This blueprint of brotherhood is the resilient human mortar that holds the entire enterprise together.
The morning muster rituals
It doesn't begin with the first swing of a hammer. It begins with the first shared cup of coffee. The morning muscle, whether it's around the tailgate of a pickup truck, inside a temporary site trip, or just a little breeze, it's a vital ritual. This is what makes the air is thick with the aroma of strong coffee and the sound of his band. Stories from the previous evening are shared. A child's soccer game, a frustrated hair, a funny mood. Gentle teasing, a hallmark of deep-seated affection in many working crews, is exchanged. The grizzled veteran might poke fun at the apprentice's nipple and overly clean clothes. The electrician might trade a good-natured guy with comment about who has the most to work on. This ritual is more than just idle chatter. It's a daily recalibration of the team's social dynamics. It reinforces that they are not just a collection of different trades and skill sets, but individuals who know and care about each other. It's a process of shedding the concerns of the outside world and focusing their collective energy on the day ahead. This shared moment it is the quiet comfort of belonging, of starting the day among people you trust and genuinely like. Shared struggle, shared strength, forging bonds in adversity. Nothing can a bond like shared adversity. Construction work is inherently challenging, and crews regularly face obstacles that test their physical it could be a blistering summer heat that turns the site into an outpost, demanding that everyone watch out. Constant hydration and frequent breaks. It could be a sudden torrential downpour that threatens to flood an open foundation, sending the entire team scrambling in a coordinated, frantic effort to lay down tarps and operate lines. Or it could be the bone-deep cold of a winter morning, where the simple act of holding a metal tool is a painful exercise, and shared warmth and cordial heat becomes a communal blessing. In these moments, individual concerns melt away, replaced by a singular collective goal. The project manager might be holding sandbags right alongside the newest laborer. The focus is absolute. Protect the project and protect each other. The communication becomes clipped, efficient, and instinctual. A shared glance, a quick nod, clear sentences are conveyed without a word. When the crisis is over, the storm has passed, a powerful feeling settles on the earth. It is a mixture of relief, exhaustion, and an immense, unspeakable pride. They face the challenge ahead, and they can feel it. The shared meal tastes better. More born from shared struggle and more joy. It's the deep-seated satisfaction of knowing you can count on those next to you when things are tough, and that they can count on you just the same. These experiences leave a fabric of trust that is stronger than any single individual. The language of the site is the code of trust. Every seasoned construction crew develops its own unique language. It's a mix of technical inside jokes and a highly sophisticated system of non-verbal cues. This shared lexicon is a key aspect of the joy of camaraderie, as it marks one as an insider, a trusted member of the trust. For an outsider, names might sound like a foreign language, yet the sky can be. A classic joke for an apprentice, asking for a non-existent system that goes, feather out the money. Understanding this language is a rite of passage. For an apprentice, the day they finally understand the slang without having to pass it is a moment of quiet triumph. It means they are no longer a guest. They are part of the team. Even more nuanced is the nonverbal communication. A crane operator, isolated high above in his cat, communicates with the riggers on the ground through a precise ballet of slight flick of instructions about lifting, swinging, and lowering. Trust the operator's skills, and the operator trusts that the signals they receive are accurate and clear. This unspoken understanding extends to all corners of the site. The carpenter can anticipate his partner's need for a specific tool and have it ready without being asked. An electrician can see the subtle frustration in his partner's face while pulling a difficult wire and will immediately reposition to provide a better This seamless collaboration, this ability to move and think as a single unit, is a source of immense professional satisfaction. It feels like being part of a perfectly choreographed dance or championship sport. The joy is in the flow, the efficiency, and the deep, unspoken trust that makes it all possible. Celebrating milestones, the payoff of partnership. Construction projects are not marathons. They are punctuated by steady efforts. These milestones are a focus on the joy of the process. And it's not just project management techniques. They are communal events. There's the opening of the celebration when the excavation is complete. The topping out ceremony is a major event, a tradition that goes back centuries, where the final structural beam is hoisted into place, often adorned with a small evergreen tree or national flag. This is a moment of immense pride for the entire team. The unseen architecture of joy, finding balance and partnership, the introduction is beyond the doubt built in. To the casual observer, a construction site is a portrait of controlled chaos. It is a world of sharp edges and loud noises, of raw earth and skeletal steel reaching for the sky. It's a landscape often defined by its grit, its perceived grind, and the sheer physical exertion of the narrative we are often sold as one of relentless labor, punishes sun, or in the Bible. It is a story of function over feeling, of necessity over nuance. But to look at a construction site and see only soil is to miss the profound, vibrant, and deeply human story unfolding. It is to be deaf to the symphony playing beneath the dip, and blind to the architecture of joy that is, in many ways, this is an exploration of that unseen architecture. It is a journey into the heart of the construction to uncover the multifaceted, resilient, and often surprisingly tender moments of happiness, satisfaction, and profound meaning that are the true foundation of every skyscraper, every bridge, every pond. The joy in construction is not a simple, singular emotion. It is a complex mosaic, pieced together from the thrill of creation, the unbreakable bonds of camaraderie, the intellectual spark of problem-solving, the quiet pride of mastery, the enduring satisfaction of leaving a positive, tangible mark. This is we will walk the site not as outsiders, but as participants, listening to the rhythm of the hammers and the shared laughter of a crew. We will look past the raw materials to see the artistry, past the blueprints to see the ingenuity, and past the finished building to see the legacy. For in the act of building our world, we find countless powerful ways to build ourselves, to find community, and to experience a unique and resonant form of joy. This is the story of that joy, a force as strong and as essential as any steel beam or concrete foundation. Chapter 1, The Symphony of Creation. The Symphony of Creation. The joy of construction begins with the senses. It is a primary immediate experience that connects the perfect way with other professions. Before the intellectual satisfaction and problem solved, the emotional warmth of camaraderie, there is the raw, unfiltered experience of the site itself. A symphony of creation that engages sight, sound, smell, and touch in a powerful and invigorating chorus. The overture, visual transformation. The first act of the symphony often begins in the quiet, cool air of dawn. The sight, sleeping over a blanket of stars, awakens slowly. The first light of the sun, a soft golden wash, catches the highest point of the steel frame. It paints the skeletal structure in hues of orange and pink, transforming what was a stark silhouette into a faded, delicate hue. This is a private spectacle, a daily masterpiece witnessed only by the There is a profound peace in this moment, a quiet joy in seeing the potential of the day laid out before them. Where the sun comes, the visual landscape is glowing with light and color. The vibrant yellow, heavy machinery, moving with deliberate grace against the deep brown of exterior. The stark, clean white of PVC pipes laid out in intricate patterns. The rich, earthy red of structural steel, often coated in primer that glows in midday light. There is an artist's talent played here, one that changes daily. The joy is in watching this canvas evolve. One day, it is a vast empty lot. Weeks later, it is shadowy pattern on the ground, promise of the strength of it. Months later, the shimmering curve glass begins to descend, reflecting the sky, clouds, and the world around it, making the building a living part of its environment. Visual joy is also found in the details. It is in the mesmerizing sight of concrete-shaped work, a slow, viscous river of gray and white, smoothing itself into perfect surface. It is in the dance of sparks and volume fleeting brilliant constellation that stitches together the center. It is in the satisfying geometry of a perfectly framed wall, the lines of people, the angles a testament to precision and care. For the craftsperson, working upon this evolving surface is like an artist stepping into a new piece of art. It is the joy of seeing a vision, once confined to two-dimensional world, rise into three-dimensional, tangible, growing meaning to their collective work. The rhythm of progress, the construction of their character, the sights of the enemies, the sounds of spirit. The construction site is anything but silent. For those who work within it, nothing is not noise. It is music. It is dynamic, colorful concerto that speaks of progress, energy, and collaboration. The day's percussion section begins with a rhythmic, satisfying driving bass. This is one of the most fundamental sounds of building, a beat that has echoed through human history. It is joined by the high-pitched, energetic whine of a circular saw slicing through a sheet of plywood, a sound of clean, decisive action. The sharp, firing with rapid-fire efficiency, adds a modern staccato. These are the sounds of assembly, pieces coming together to form a whole. The brass and wind sections are provided by the heavy machinery. The deep, metal roar of an excavator's engine to the bass level, the sound of immense power and potential. It is complemented by the high-pitched, consistent beat of the reversing drum, a sound so common it becomes a permanent part of the ambient background, a signal of safety and constant movement. The hydraulic hiss of a crane lifting a heavy beam is a breath being taken, a moment of suspense followed by the gentle groan of steel settling into place. Over this, there is the human voice. Not just the shouted instructions, clear and concise, that cut through the mechanical bit, but the easy cadence of conversation.
This one's going in the middle.
The shared exclamation of a difficult task completed, and most importantly, the sound aloud. The instruction sign is a powerful instrument. It is release button, a bonding unit, and a clear signal that despite the hard work, the morale is high. For the seasoned worker, this symphony is informal. They can distinguish the sound of a saw cutting hardwood versus softwood. They can tell by the pitch of an engine if a machine is straining. They learn to filter the symphony, pick out the sounds that are relevant to their task, while letting the rest form a motivating, animated background. There is a deep, almost subconscious joy in being part of this orchestra. It is the feeling of being a vital instrument in a massive, collaborative piece of music. Music of creation itself. The aromas of creation, an olfactory journey. The sense of smell, which is closely tied to memory and emotion, plays a surprisingly significant role in the joy of construction. The sense of a work site, and for those who work there, they are the aromas of progress and accomplishment. The most fundamental of these is the smell of the earth itself. The rich, bony scent of newly turned soil during excavation is a smell of beginnings, of preparing the ground for something new. It is an honest, ancient smell that connects the most modern of projects to the land it stands on. As the project progresses, this earthly scent moves into flowers. The clean, sharp, almost pine-like fragrance of freshly sawn lumber is one of the most beloved. It speaks of natural materials and structure, and of the skeleton of the building taking shape. For a carpenter, this is the smell of their craft. It fills the air where they work with a constant, pleasant reminder of it is the smell of permanence, of a liquid becoming a solid, of a foundation setting becoming unyieldingly strong. To smell is to smell the project gaining its strength, its core integrity. Other, more fleeting scents join the sharp and appetizing cut steel, the faint acrid smell of a welding rod just extinguished. Pungent and not unpleasant aromas of tar and asphalt taken by building. These are not the pure-weighted perfumes of a comfortable office. They are the raw, unfiltered smells of materials being shaped and engineered. They are honest scents, because in their honesty there is a certain joy. They are the smells of new work, transformation, the new thing being brought into the world. The haptic feedback of accomplishment, the joy of work. Finally, there is the joy of touch, the haptic feedback that confirms the quality of the work and connects the craftsperson to the materials in the most intimate way. In an increasingly digital world, construction remains a profoundly technical profession. There is the simple, satisfying feel of a well-worn tool that once handled, the smooth, familiar work shaped by years of a signal that the user is in their element, ready to create. The materials themselves offer a world of tactile experience. The rough, grainy surface of an unfinished wooden beam, the surprising smoothness and coolness of a concrete street, the gritty, abrasive texture of a concrete slab. It is the familiar sanding a rough piece of wood until it becomes as smooth as silk beneath the fingertips. It is the satisfaction of running a hand over a newly plastered wall that finds the blade to perfection. The most profound joy is feeling its perfect joint. When the carpenter cuts a joint so precisely that two pieces of wood slide together with a snug, satisfying friction. When a pipe fitter tightens the connection and feels that finally, solid steel signals a waterproof seal. When a mason sets a stone, it settles into the mortar with a soft, solid rock, perfectly level and flush with its neighbors. These are moments of pure, unadulterated satisfaction. They are physical confirmation of skill, precision, and care. It is the universe, on a small scale, being brought into perfect order by one's own hands. This sensory symphony, the evolving visuals, the rhythmic sounds, the honest smells, and the satisfying textures, forms the foundational layer of joy in construction. It is a constant, immersive experience that grounds the workers in the reality of their task, reminding them at every moment that they are not just cogs in a machine, but active,